well, think about it. We think about leadership and we understand what that is. So what would that mean if we put the same focus and effort on helping our employees to be amazing, like we help invest in leaders to be amazing? And I feel really passionate about unlocking the employee experience, helping people to thrive. And I believe that by investing in employeeship, that's where we're going to be able to do that for business success. And so that's why I focus on employeeship and culture of companies, because we need the culture to surround those employees.
That was the thing that when we met, that was the hook for me too. It was like, yeah, of course. Like, of course that makes sense, but no one ever talks about it in those terms. Can you just dig in a little bit more, just provide some more details around that whole concept and sort of the origin and I just think it's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So when I was searching for what was the Forehand Company going to be, I had taken about 18 months, a break out of the workforce. And I was kind of studying up on what are people talking about, what's the buzz, what's the latest. And I was listening to the Future of Work, Jacob Morgan's podcast. And I'm an indexer, and I was listening to kind of a best of series, right? And so he had some executives from a massive retail company on, and they were talking about how they just loved thinking of all of their associates as leaders, and they wanted all of their associates to be leaders. And I was driving through Chicago at the time, and I'm driving and I'm like, what? He's screaming at my windshield. I'm like, that is insane. You don't really mean that. Like, they have over 100,000 employees. If 100,000 people showed up to all of their locations and said, I'm going to be the leader today, it would not work. That's right. And I understand the sentiment, and I hear that phrase all the time, and it always just hit me a little bit wrong, because I think about it, and I think we're a little lazy in saying, well, we want all our employees to be leaders, because that's not what we really want. We want all of our employees to be really great employees in whatever role they are in. If they are in a leader role, be a great employee in that leader role. If they are in a different role, be a great employee in whatever role that is. And so as I was driving, I said, you don't want leadership. You want great employees. You want, and I may have said a bad word, Blake employees, employeeship. And that was when I thought I invented a word, and I was so excited. I was like, that's it. That is what the Forehand Company is going to be about. And I was sure I was like the most brilliant individual in the world. And I got to my destination and I Googled it, and people in Sweden have been marching down the path of employeeship, investing in their people like this for 25 years. And we just are kind of starting to discover it now. So that became a mission for me, is to think beyond what we've been doing with engagement and think a little deeper about cultivating the skill of an employee and growing that employeeship for our employee, and being very specific about what does it mean for an employee in whatever role they're in to be exceptional, and how do we help them to do that? And so that's where it came from. I didn't invent it, but I am super passionate about it, and that's my mission.